The history of the Rossi Asiago distillery goes back 150 years. It is the story of three families, the Rossi, Zanin and Daltozo families. In a small laboratory at the back of his pharmacy, the young pharmacist Giovan Battista Rossi prepared a quina elixir using Cinchona calicea bark. He shared it with his friends, and the product soon gained popularity and success.
The events of the First World War forced the Rossi family to escape to the safety of the plains, moving first to the Argentario area in Tuscany and then to Pieve di Sacco near Padua. The first poster advertising the Quina Rossi liqueur dates back to this period. Immediately after the war, the family returned to Asiago, where the new headquarters of the distillery were opened. It was here, in rooms in Via Monte Ortigara, that the production of the famous cranabet began. The name cranabet comes from the Cimbrian words crane veta, which literally mean bitter grains. This is what the locals used to call juniper berries.
In the mid-20s, Giovanni, Augusto and Luigi, three of Giovan Battista Rossi's 4 children, took over the company. Afterwards, only Augusto stayed in the family business. At the beginning of the 1930s, Rossi Asiago started producing raspberry syrup, one of the company's flagship products of the time. Raspberries were abundant in the woods surrounding Asiago, and most of the people living on the plateau helped with the harvest, including a young Mario Rigoni Stern, the famous contemporary Italian author.
In 1949, at the end of the Second World War, the distillery moved to new premises. At that time, it was called the highest distillery in Europe. Augusto Rossi proved to be an enlightened entrepreneur, quickly leading the company to national success. Understanding the importance of advertising, in 1951 he chose Miss Italy, Anna Maria Bugliari, who had won the beauty competition over Giovanna Ralli and Sofia Loren.
Mi dica, che cosa si sente?
È un po' difficile descriverle.
Su, coraggio, dica.
Ho un malessere generale.
Vedo, e si sente stanca?
Si stanca. C'è qualcosa di grave, dottore?
No, ma un rimedio c'è, e questo è il migliore per il suo male. Prenda un bicchierino di Quina Rossi di Asiago prima di ogni pasto. In breve tempo le spariranno tutti i disturbi e le sue energie riprenderanno in pieno.
Bene, è una fortuna aver trovato la Quina Rossi, no?
In 1962, Augusto, old and tired, decided to sell the company. He was replaced by a very young businessman, Silvano Zanin. He soon made a name for himself for his enthusiasm and desire for innovation. The heart, brains and soul of the company, he could often be found in the distillery, even on Sundays, replying to orders or examining suggestions from his fellow workers. He was responsible for introducing several important innovations, including the new organisation of the work, the product range, gift packages, sales systems and the new opportunities offered by advertising. He also invested in internal communication, being one of the first firms in Italy to launch a company magazine, which he called Il Pungolo.
In 1992, Silvano Zanin sold the distillery to Francesco Daltozo, heir to a family of distillers since 1920. With the help of his children, Patrizia and Nicola, Francesco Daltozo gave new impetus to the company, broadening the product range and expanding into new international markets. Currently, Rossi Asiago exports to 5 continents and 52 countries. The most popular ranges produced by the Rossi Asiago distillery are 4: Culto Grappas, Antica Sambuca, Volare Cocktail Liqueurs and Cranabet. And it is Cranabet, the historical product of the Rossi Asiago distillery, which is being relaunched and repositioned to meet new consumer trends.
For a company, celebrating 150 years in business is not a milestone, but rather an opportunity to look back and analyze the past, gaining new energy to face the challenges of the future. Learning about our past and our roots is key to knowing who we are. And knowing who we are, which applies both to people and companies, is the only way to grow and remain true to ourselves.